Okay, good morning. Okay, we saw what happened yesterday at the court, between Kanu legal team and the witness, and the federal government have insisted that Kanu, promoted violence and at the same time promoted division of Nigeria. But what happened yesterday? What do you think will happen today in court? And at the same time, do you think we see a lot of Igbos anxious and waiting for what will happen today in today's court proceeding? What do you think will happen today?
Of course, the cross-examination continues. There's no doubt about that. The international and the local and the national media need to be very careful at this point in time, because definitely truth must prevail. The story making run has also been denied by Nnamdi Kanu's personal counsel, Aloy Ejimako, has also been denied. The narrative has been denied too by the IPOB spokesperson, Emma Powerful. The family too has come out to take a stand that there was no time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted in the court over incitement has been peddled in other media houses. And of course, the DSS must understand this very clearly, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be put in a fix where we know actually what transpired. Thank God that the process of the legal process, procedural process of the court was shut down by James Omotosho himself when the DSS themselves failed to take normal procedure. Then how can the media come up and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu 100 million we can work, when they know actually that there is something that happened in Igbo? There is this agenda of Igbophobia everywhere in Lagos. The fact that the Igbos are being squeezed economically, socially, and otherwise. So the reaction of what the government has already put in place is what is being targeted as a kind of incitement. That's what I'm saying. That I think it will come to the point that the Igbo people themselves will start calling for public coverage, live coverage of the proceedings in the court between Nigerian government and of course Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because so that people will be able to have first-hand information on what is actually going on. You can see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's not shaking, he's focused. He knows that the victory is going to come at last. But from what I'm seeing in Omotosho, we know where he's coming from. We know his godfathers, and I can tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody you can just toy with. And there's no crime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not committed any crime. The people that committed crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the Nigerian government, and they should take responsibility of that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to face trial, and is already doing that. We are seeing this morning today, he has already appeared in court. And you can see the development, people all over the world, from delegates from different parts of the country, are already in Abuja, are observing, are trying to understand, the direction this, cross-examination is still going. And also, remember, some of these things has legal interpretation. And when you look at it very well, they are bringing videos and showing funny, illegal presentation of, incitement against the people by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I can tell you, if actually going to do that, how many count charges have they presented against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The process has already been faulted by James Omotosho. I think at the end of the day, he's going to trash any irrelevant that's attached to this. The Yoruba media should stop celebrating what they don't know. What did not transpire in the court, they will publish it. That is unfortunate, and we should not allow that to happen. And that is why we are asking, let there be public coverage, live coverage of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trials in the court.
Okay, but also, being played in that video clip was he accused the Southeast governors of working for the Fulani Caliphate. He said these people, Opus Odima to a particular, was the one that brought the Fulanis, to the Southeast. Do you agree with him saying that the Southeast governor are working for the Fulani?
We must understand very clearly that there's something that happened in the Igbo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not the person that created NSAS. NSAS was created as a result of the ills, brutality of the system against his own people. and most of these things we have been targeted, and that is why it has come to the point that we are saying, if anywhere you are, you're an Igbo man, don't participate in anything that has to do with protests in Nigeria. Don't get yourself involved, because ethnic settlement is going to play out completely, and that is what is happening. Look at how can somebody diagnose himself that's an Igbo man because of politics. He's killing his own people to please the Fulanis. Look at what wicked, and you expect somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to make a statement in that regard. Look at what the Igbophobia in Lagos. So how does that not translate to the art of terrorism and Fulani that are killing people everywhere? Well, Hope Uzodinma, I don't know, your name has already been mentioned, and you know what transpired, you know how you came to power, you know how the Fulani factored you in Imo State, and you know the role you play. All your forgiveness will not be forgiven. Nobody's going to forgive you, Hope Uzodinma, because you are part of the problem Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing now. And that is why there's no governor in the East anybody is going to be loyal to. If they like that, we are saying, if anywhere you are, you're an Igbo man, don't participate in anything that has to do with protests in Nigeria. Don't get yourself involved, because ethnic settlement is going to play out completely. And that is what is happening. Look at how can somebody diagnose himself that's an Igbo man because of politics. He's killing his own people to please the Fulanis. Look at what wicked, and you expect somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to make a statement in that regard. Look at what the Igbophobia in Lagos. So how does that not translate to the art of terrorism and Fulani that are killing people everywhere? Well, Hope Uzodinma, I don't know, your name has already been mentioned, and you know what transpired, you know how you came to power, you know how the Fulani factored you in Imo State, and you know the role you play. All your forgiveness will not be forgiven. Nobody's going to forgive you, Hope Uzodinma, because you are part of the problem Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing now. And that is why there's no governor in the East anybody is going to be loyal to. If they like, let them do anything they like.
He's begging. He's begging.
Yes, he has been moving. I think he's a reverend father now. He has given his life to Christ. That's what he's trying to tell us. And he's preaching.
You think he knows?
Why shouldn't you know that you came out openly and told the whole world that the late Abba Kyari made you governor? So what is the reason of making you governor? You opened the gates for Fulanis, and they are killing your own people. And all of a sudden, you just wake up one morning and discover that your tenure is almost gone, and you are seeking for forgiveness. You are going from one church to another. In fact, Uzodinma has talked to a reverend father, and you want to lead a certain peace movement, agreement to plead on Igbos to forgive them the role they played against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reality of ground is that truth must prevail. It's never a crime to seek for self-determination of people whom has been pushed to the extent that they're almost going to extinction. That's the fact. What is the federal government talking about the killing in the entire country by the same people, and they're saying they are not going anywhere? Well, that's a fact we must understand this morning. And as you can see in the court, there's a similar relationship between Omotosho, the judge, the presiding officer, James Omotosho, and of course the IPOB-led legal team. Kanu Akambi, they are very observant. They're watching the development as it goes. I don't know that this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to receive a speedy trial. There's no arm, there's no weapon that has been found against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then why keeping Nnamdi Kanu for 10 years and thereafter? The Nigerian government should understand this, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become a symbol, of Pan-Africanism. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become a symbol of hope for every 85, not even these Southeast governors. I'm telling you, because I don't understand why they should allow this kind of, impunity to be happening to somebody who has come to rescue his people and let the whole world know the plight of Igbo in every angle of Nigeria. That's the fact.
Okay. And lastly, we saw that he was accused of what violence and secession against moving away from Nigeria. That is the Biafran. But we saw Kanu Agabi said no, that is a particular political expression, and at the same time that is under the UN law that he has right to protest or talk as regards him the Igbos succeeding away from Nigeria?
Of course, it's political liberation. Of course, Igbos are, they can see it, even the Southeast governors are saying that Igbos are marginalized. The funny man from Kanu there, who happens to be APC national chairman, Gaduje, he said once you join APC, there will be no marginalized. So the North knows actually that the Igbos have been marginalized. So it was a deliberate and calculated plan to make sure that there's this ongoing oppression and suppression against the Igbos. And somebody rose and started asking questions. He said the person has committed act of terrorism. That's that's why Nigeria cannot move forward. Because Nigeria does not like to understand what it means to move from one particular point to another. Igbos are naturally mobile people, and because of their nature, you do not expect them to continue to face political stagnation. It cannot happen. Then how does that translate to terrorism when we are seeing on a daily basis people who are carrying AK-47 and killing people everywhere, and you are saying the Igbos should sit down in one particular place and got killed? No, it cannot happen. The director of DSS, what did he say? That woman that is calling for armed struggle against Nigerian state, have they been arrested? Didn't you hear them saying that everybody should take up arms against the non-state actors in Nigeria?
Even the DSS boss.
So even the DSS boss, because they are not Igbos. We are watching because see, Mazin Namikeni represent a deep symbol, and it represents the oppression and suppression. And I know that he is not going to look back. Whatever they like, let them jail him, no problem. Let them kill, no problem. But the fact still remains that Nnamdi Kanu, IPO